Hi, astronomy class. This is our Uncle Al star wheel demonstration. So you've got the PDF that allows you to download these. You were supposed to have two manila folders, not envelopes, but folders. Some Elmer's glue, a pair of scissors, stapler. I just dropped my glue on the floor. There we go. All right, I'm also going to use a pen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do right here what you're going to do at home. And I will be checking to make sure that you did it. So here we go. We have 3 sheets. One with the star wheel, another one with constellations, another one constellations and a grid pattern. So what we're really making is called a planisphere, and it lets you find things in the night sky at particular dates and times. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this and chuck them. So you can do this with me, and then you can stop the tape and do whatever, but just like in kindergarten, do a really good job. Cut on the lines. Make it really good. Now, I'm one to talk. I'll probably screw this up because I'm kind of a knucklehead. But we're going to just cut that guy out like that. And you can be doing this with your friends, but be careful if you've got COVID issues to, do this alone and all that. All right, now I want to cut this out. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm first going to just tear it like that. And that way I can stick my scissors in there and start going around. We can make that big elliptical hole there. There we go. I hope you guys can see this on the monitors. Okay, if you're doing this on your itty bitty cell phone, you're a knucklehead. Do this on your computer screen. You can see how old I am. I can't stand cell phones. It could be the death of our society. Them and video games. You guys are video game addicts. You have issues. I haven't played video games in a long time. I finally realized how evil they are, how much they rot your brain, how much time they waste, how unproductive you are when you're doing them, and all I can say is if you do them, you're a knucklehead. All right, so there we go. Looks just like that. It's got instructions on here, but we don't read instructions, What can I say? Okay, put that aside. Don't mess it up. Now, you're going to cut this disc out. So, here we go. And it doesn't matter if you do this one first or the other one first. You need to cut both of those discs out. Discs. That's a hard word. S-K-S. Discs. Weird. Alrighty. Come on. I suppose the little kids are easier paper cutters than old guys like me. I'm having a hard time cutting down that line. My eyes are blind. My fingers are numb. It's like having 10 thumbs or 10 toes rather than 10 good fingers. All right. Yep, let's clean that one up a little bit. And boom, there we go. Put that aside. I'm managing my waste over here. And then we got the third one. And you will need both these discs because there will be times when we just want to know where something's at, and there will be times when we need to know their coordinates. So this side with these lines, they enable us to deal with the coordinates. The other one is like the pictures of the constellations and when somebody's rising or setting or transiting. But we will need them both. This one with the coordinates on it, it's kind of busy. There's so much stuff on it that it's hard to see the other stuff. So the other one is really good when you want to see constellations and the stars. But if you try to do that with this one, it's a little bit busy. But if you need coordinates, this is the one that you'll need. Almost got her. As you can see, I'm not real good at this kindergarten thing. Boom. All right. Manage my waist. Okay. I now have that, and that. Okay. So we're now going to grab a manila folder. And it doesn't matter if you got it this way or this way. Heck, this one looks the same. But we're going to take this dude and stick it right there. And we're going to draw, we're going to trace around it. Yeah, I'm kind of bad at that too. That, and the hole gets traced out. Okay, I'm really awful at this. Kindergarten was 58 years ago. All right, let me look here. Yeah. Now, we're going to cut that hole on just the one sheet, not the second one. We're going to cut this thing on the first sheet, and then we're going to cut up right up that seam there. I'll just go ahead and draw that so that make sure that it gets done. Don't actually have to do that part, but I'm gonna. So here we go. Do, 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 do. Here we go. And then over to there, and then right up that guy, just like that. I'm glad it tore on that part, not the other part. Oh, I might as well get rid of that little booger there. Get him? Got him. All right, so we have this, just like that. Now we got to cut that. So this is a little bit stiffer than just regular paper, so I'm going to stab it like a bad guy there. And then I'm going to cut out that hole, not on the back one, just on the front one. So I hope you're doing this with me, because you probably don't want to spend 12 years watching the video and then 12 years doing it when you can be doing it at the same time. You can always stop it, move back and watch something again, fast forward because I'm weird. Unfortunately, this video isn't showing my face, so it's hard to see just how dang handsome I am. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I said nobody ever. Okay, look at that. Boom de boom. Isn't that awesome? All right. We're going to put this guy right there and glue this to that, and then we'll set it aside to dry. Now, I think my glue bottle might be messed up, so I don't recommend this. I have to take my lid off because it's goofed up. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, guys, don't do what I'm doing. You know, you can. Yeah, oh boy, I may be an idiot. Okay, I don't want that stuff getting on that stuff. So, ugh. Oops, I don't want it out there. Oh, I really suck at this, don't I? I need to go back to kindergarten and learn how to glue. Of course, I'll probably eat, scheisse. I'll probably eat the stuff because, you know, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer here. Wow, I think I put 4 gallons more glue on here than shoot. Than than I actually needed. Okay, let's just kind of smear that around. What a doofus. I should delete this tape and start over again just so people won't see that I make mistakes. That's not really cool. Okay. All right, I think I got most of the goobers up there. Here we go. Oh, oops. Yeah. My mommy's gonna beat me up because I spilled on the table. Wow, I really stink at this crap. Boy, I am special. I wipe that stuff up now, but I happen to know that on Elmer's glue, if you just let it dry, you can peel the crap up. Well, that's what I'm betting on. When I can't, I'm going to feel really stupid, even stupider than I'm already feeling. You know what? I got to try it. Yeah, it wipes up pretty good. Glad my mommy didn't see me do that. If I were a little kindergarten, I probably would have just eaten it, licked it up and eaten it. All right, let's see if this kind of sort of might work. Oopsie. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I got the weird sound effects thing going. Okay, so we're going to let that cure. And now this design is now attached to a cardstock. That cardstock is the manila. And it looks like it glued really good. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Mop up some of my goobers over here. Because you don't want to accidentally get the front manila glued to the back manila. Make sure I don't have any drags there. Yeah, there's a drag. All right. Imperfect, but done. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. Alrighty. Second manila envelope. Now this is why it's good to do it with two people. If you do it with two people, you need 3 manila envelopes. You need one manila, I said envelopes, I meant folder. You need one manila folder for your thing, another manila folder for your friend's thing. But you only need half of this, so you can use one for you and one for your friend. And so that's a total of 3 manila folders for 2 people. So you can really kind of save if you do that. Plus, it's funner to do this stuff with a partner. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to draw around this guy like we did with that other guy. Oh, look at my hand shaking. I must be old. My hands shake, I'm deaf, I'm blind, can barely walk. They should have taken me out and just shot me a long time ago. If I were a horse, they'd have shot me and made dog food out of me. That's my horse. I don't know if I got this or not. I guess I'll find out when I pull that away. And Shazam! Yeah, baby. Alright, so I'm going to make my problem smaller because I know if I have something really big, I'll mess up. Alright, so somewhere in the world will be a good use for this spare manila. So don't throw it in the garbage. Go use that for something else. And let's keep cutting this disc out. So they make a lot of these Uncle Al's. They make them in English. They make them in other languages. They make them for the Northern Hemisphere. They make them for the Southern Hemisphere. So if you do a search for Uncle Al's Skywheel, you can find a place to download these PDFs. And make sure you do the right one, because one year, like a knucklehead, I downloaded it and printed it up for a whole class. I got to the class the next day, and that's the time I looked at it, and it was in some other language, and it was the Southern Hemisphere, and I had about 1,000,000 pieces of scrap paper. I eventually went through it, but that was idiotic. Okay, here we go. We've got a manila disc and 2 sky wheels. So we're going to put 1 sky wheel on that side and the other sky wheel on that side. Doesn't matter if they're oriented or not. As a matter of fact, you can't. So that way you can put it into your thing this way, or you can put it into your thing this way. So we're going to glue this to that, and we're going to glue this to that. So here we go. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and make another glue mess here. So there's 3 gluings altogether. The sky wheel itself, and then this disc on this side of the wheel, and then the other disc on the other side of the wheel. There we go. Just get her going there. Man, you know what? Kindergarten was great. All you had to worry about was the glue and the coloring between lines, and you didn't have to worry about trigonometry and calculus and history and okay, I suck at this, don't I must be using like 4 tons more glue than what I should be doing here. Yeah, what a disastrous mess. Get in there. Get all the way in there. You want to take it all the way to the edge because you don't want the edge fluttering on you. When I get her down all the way to the edge, I'm going to steal some from the center and stick on something else here. All right, now I'm going to take that guy and I'm going to rob some of this extra glue. Wow, that was a lot of glue. You look, I got like a little booger. I think it's a fly. I don't know what that is. Stick that on my Kleenex. Okay, I'm going to take this wheel. I'm going to stick her right on that disc. And kind of matches. You want it to match really good. Okay, that doesn't match very good. There we go. It's a little better. I might do a little trimming on that later. Now we're flipping over and we do the other side. So I already got glue on this dude, so I'll just add some more glue to that side. Now I'm going to use less. Hopefully I'm learning my lesson and using less. I'm kind of old and stupid. I don't really learn well. Smear that crap around. This is so gross. When I was a kid, I don't think I ever ate glue. You know, they always say little kids like to eat glue. I have no memory of ever eating glue. Maybe I'm just smarter than everybody else. Yeah, I kind of doubt that. Getting there. We're closer to being done than you think. Alrighty, so, okay, I'm gonna put a little wipey off there. There we go. Now I can take this dude and stick her on there. Oopsie, there we go. Okay, I'm kind of screwing the dog here. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Look at that. I now have a disc with that on one side and that on the other, and it's going to take a while to cure and get stiff. So you're going to want to set it aside so it can cure and get stiff. It looks like I've got some misalignment going on here, so I'm going to cheat just a little bit. I'm going to get rid of some of this. I want to be careful because I don't want to lose information on the other side. Pretty sure I just did. And if this doesn't work, I can always make another one, right? I can just print off another one. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's good. Set that aside. Manage my garbage. I got glue on my fingers. Alrighty. So, ideally, we would wait for all this glue to dry before this next step. But what's going to happen is we need to go staple, staple, staple. So we're going to slide this guy in just Oh, I got some glue going there. We're going to slide this guy just into position. Now, the position is so that the little, I got to zoom in here. I got to move my camera down. We want the positioning so that these times line up with these dates, like January through, okay, just like that. 10th, 15th, 20th, stuff like that. Now we're going to feel down here as to where that guy runs off. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to look under there to see where it goes. So it's in position there. I'm going to look under here, and I'm going to see that I need a staple over. Ew, that's why you wait. Okay. I need a staple here and a staple here. We don't want the staple to go through this guy. We want the staple to there and there to hold this guy when it comes down. So I'm going to try to just draw where all that's happening there. Maybe right there. Okay, so let's get that guy out, let it cure before it gets wrecked. So here we go. I'm going to try to hit my mark with the staple. Let's look to see where the staple is going to come out. It's going to come out about let me just slide that. Okay, it's going to come out about 1/8 of an inch behind that black thing. So I want to put a staple right there. Boy, I nailed that, dude. We're going to put a staple right there. Okay, now let's pretend that it's already dry. When we put this in, this guy's going to sit just like, look at that. See how perfectly it's lined up? Now, if it were perfect, be like that. And if you're imperfect, it's okay, as long as you move it. So when we get around to using this, we'll say, what's the sky going to look like? Okay, this is August 5th. Let's look at what the sky's going to look like on August 5th at 10:30 p.m. Okay, we're going to forget about daylight savings time for now. So let's pick a time when it's not on daylight savings time. Let's go with December 7th at 9:15 p.m. So I'm going to go to December 7th, which is right there. I'm going to line it up with 9:15 p.m., which is going to be like that. So check it out. December 7th at 9:15 p.m. The sky will look like this. Now, one of the things you might be asking yourself is, why is east on the left and west on the right? What the heck? Was the guy who made this an idiot? No, he wasn't. When you hold this over your head, tell you what I'm going to do. Let's just go like that. Oh, my bald head. Look at that bald head. Okay. When I hold this guy over my head, it's going to go like that. I'm going to look up at it. And so when it's over your head and north is pointing to the north, then east really is to the left and west really is to the right. When you look down at a map, you got west on the left and east on the right. But when you look up at the sky with north going north, you've got east on the left and west on the right. So that means that at 9:15, let me move this down, at 9:15 on December 7th, it's 9:15 p.m., we will have Orion in the southeast sky. The center is straight up. Cassiopeia is almost straight up. Down in the south is Cetus. Up in the north will be Boötes and Ursa Major. Off on the western sky will be Aquarius, Delphinus. And off in the eastern sky will be Canis Major and Minor. And Orion will be in the southeast. This is southeast. Now this is the horizon. That's the straight up, which is called the zenith. So right there would be on the horizon in the southeast. Right here would be about 45 degrees high in the southeast. Right here would be straight up. So look at Auriga. It's about 70 degrees high in the east. Gemini is about 40 degrees high in the east. The Big Dipper is about 20 degrees high in the north. Deneb is about 45 degrees high in the northwest. Delphinus is about 30 degrees high in the west. Now, if you go to a different time, let's go later on that night. Let's go to 11 p.m. that same night. So I could dial this over to December. It's wet. Well, this is dry. It's easier. December 7th at midnight, right about there. Notice the sky rotating. Now Orion is about 40 degrees high in the south. And Cassiopeia, which was straight up, it's now about 70 degrees high in the northwest. Now the other thing you can do, and you should do, especially if you return to class, we're going to want to identify these guys. So I'm going to identify mine. B, A, L, D. Now, I can tell from clear across the room that's mine. You can put some orange tape on it. You can put little unicorns on it, whatever you want. But you got to be able to identify it from across the room because we might be going back to school. Now, you can use this when you go observing. Now, if you've got a notebook, you can take the disc out, run it in a 3-hole puncher. Let me zoom back. Run it into a 3-hole puncher and go ka-chunk and put a hole, and a hole, and then the thing will stay in your notebook. You're going to want to take that out before you do it because you don't want to clip it. But after you've done your 3-hole punch, you can put it back in. Now that thing will stay in your notebook. Boys and girls, that is what you are going to make with your Uncle Al PDF. That is your homework. I will be checking to make sure you've done it, did it, do it, and that you can use it. So after you confirm to me that it's usable, I will say set it up for, and I'll pick a date and time. I'll say something like set it up for March 13th at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then tell me what is on the southern horizon or in the eastern horizon. So you can not only know how to operate it, but you're going to know how to read it and where to do it. Of course, what you're really going to do is you're going to take it outside and hold it over your head and say, oh, look, that's Orion over there. Okay, hope this was of use. Bye-bye.